So it's time to go into picks and bans for game number 2 between MVP and Samsung. And we'll see if MVP can tie this one up. They're going to ban the Twisted Fate against Ian first. And there's the Nidalee ban.
No Nidalee this game either.
Yep. Fiora ban. That's a little bit surprising.
I really don't think that Fiora was the reason why Samsung won that game.
Yeah.
Eventually, I think that their intelligent trading, particularly during that Baron buff of Inhib for Inhib, was quite good. But for the most part, when MVP had that Rek'Sai, they stalled it out very nicely, used the wave clear of the Titanic Hydra Rek'Sai to push out the Fiora. And I think they made the right lane assignments as a result. Varus will be the ban this game.
All right. Samsung taking out Ryze at the very end. So what's the first pick going to be? Echo. They're going to grab the Echo. Yeah, Echo was banned by Samsung in game number 1.
Yeah, Caitlyn and Ashe are also available this game, which they wanted to take away from Maha. So the Rek'Sai and the Azir, which fell all the way through the draft in the first game of this series.
Yeah, you don't see that happen to Azir very often. Crown could pick that one up.
I really hope we just don't see any more of this 1-3-1 split pushing from Samsung, because it just has, the execution has been really hit or miss. At moments it's been great, at moments it's been quite flawed.
Yeah. So Samsung thinking long and hard about this Azir pick, and they could swap. Okay, they're going to take it. All right. So it will be the Azir for Crown. Beyond mulling over that Graves pick, Ian, grabbing that LeBlanc would be a good answer. They don't even need to take it just yet, though.
A Graves pick would be a pretty big pivot here, not going for the Elise, which we generally see more frequently, but if they want a high damage composition or to play a more control-based mid laner.
Now, last night in EU, there were quite a few Vladimirs, actually.
Yep.
We haven't seen any yet this season in LCK. And as I say that, there's the hover from Ian. We'll see if they actually lock it in. Nope, switching it over to the Caitlyn at the last second. They still could pick it later.
They still could pick it later, yeah. And LPL2, the Proto Belt Vlad, has been making a few appearances. So Graves and Caitlyn, the selections. They have a lot of, obviously, attack damage in this composition so far, and some pretty intense late-game DPS. So Samsung here deciding how they're going to respond to this. Of course, the Maokai is still free. That would be a nice addition to target down these AD carries.
Now, the Maokai picked up, would they wouldn't lock in that Quinn, would they?
Who knows what Samsung's going to do if Cuvée is really dedicated to split pushing. It will be the Ashe, so looking for a lot of single target crowd control here. Unburrow, Twisted Advance, and the Enchanted Crystalline Arrow. Or the Enchanted Mistalin Arrow, depending on whether they hit it or not.
Yep, thanks. Thanks, man. I thought that was a hilarious joke, dude.
It rhymes.
Enchanted Mistalin Arrow? I like it. It sounds like a joke that deserves to be well delivered.
It's all right. There's always another chance, Noah.
I'll give it a couple weeks. Wait till people forget about it. I hope that you just decide to not troll me.
Oh, really, Noah? Do I forget things easily?
I'm losing hope. I'm losing hope. I'm like the MVP team.
It's all right. Just go get the Men in Black to erase my memory.
I've got Will Smith on speed dial, so I can do that. Ever since he asked me to be in that Get Jiggy With It video, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Will. I'm just too busy to be in your music video. You'll have to dance without me this time.
Making Will Smith dance alone. That's harsh.
I know. He understands.
LeBlanc will be the pick, so no Vladimir. Our hopes are dashed. Braum could be the next answer, stopping a lot of that Graves damage and ace in the hole, abilities like that. Also providing yet more single target CC with the concussive blows. Samsung may be looking to execute a pick composition in this game. MVP certainly with quite a powerful late game team fight. Good engage with the Alistar.
Yeah, for sure. I like the Braum though. You can block things like collateral damage, ace in the hole, CC people in return. And he fits the whole, you know, Freljord bot lane kind of theme too. So
We gotta get the theme together.
I think so.
There's a theme bonus to statistics, actually.
That's right. They give plus 1% dodge each.
I mean, if you can kill a champion or remove him from the game for lore reasons, I don't see why you can't give bonus statistics to champions for lore reasons, you know, Doa?
Exactly, yeah. That's true. I remember when Victor was removed from the game for lore reasons for a long time. Maybe it wasn't lore reasons, but he was removed for a long time.
He had a lot of hidden features at the time.
He did. That arm contained more tech than we ever could have expected.
It was actually full of spaghetti out here. He couldn't fire his arm laser for a while.
Well, mom spaghetti. Yeah. His knees were weak. All 3 palms were so sweaty.
His 3 arms were heavy.
Even that's right. 3 arms are heavy. 3rd arm is heavy. It's made of metal. It makes sense, I guess. Would make your knees weak too. I mean, that's a lot of weight to carry around. Well, League of Legends. Oh, that's the game we're casting. Oh. Well, MVP. Man, these guys have come so close so many times, and they did take a game off of the Tigers, but it seems like every other game they've played this season has just been a heartbreaker loss, including that last one we just saw.
At least there's hope, right?
Yeah,
it's
totally.
not a complete throwaway like Gongdu was last season. You could definitely see a lot of upsides to this team.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. So it is time to see if Samsung can get the 2-0, stay on top of the standings here in LCK Summer, or if MVP is going to tie it up and take us to Game 3. Let's get in the game and find out. Okay, it's the Cloud Drake. MVP versus Samsung game number 2. As we move into Summoner's Rift for our second and possibly last game of the night. We will see if MVP can tie things up. I'd say it's possible.
I'd say it's possible too. Well, Ashbrom, super defensive lane, tons of crowd control. Very difficult to get rid of, remove from the lane, just because they can block, they can kite quite effectively, even against long range of something like Caitlyn.
Yeah.
And nobody making any kind of moves
No,
towards a lane swap.
Looks like we will have standard lanes this game, yeah. Echo, are you going to refill your divots after you do that? You're really damaging the turf of Summoner's Rift, man.
What a jerk.
I know.
He's no longer allowed on my golf course.
Yeah, he's more like he's a top lane jerk. Ambition is the jungle jerk. Echo is just a top lane jerk now.
Now he's just leaving it at the ground too and laughing.
That's right.
All right, we'll have an interrupt here attempt by Samsung. They will see the Peacemaker and stop MVP from any kind of crugging.
No crugging allowed. No, that sounds like a European dance or something, you know? Crugging.
They love ties and they love crugging.
That's right. Yeah. The thrill of 1 win for each team. Can't beat that. Praise be to Rito, you have brought us to ties.
It's actually one of the reasons why I hate soccer.
Yeah.
I looked it up one time, and it was something like over 30% of Premier League games end in ties.
Oh, geez.
And I'm like, what kind of sport does nearly 1/3 of games end in a tie?
I'll tell you, a boring one. That's what.
I love 0-0 ties.
Yeah. They ran around for hours and accomplished nothing.
You know what's great about soccer?
What?
The highlights.
Yeah.
It actually is impressive athletically to watch the highlights.
I like the chants. They're very exciting. The game, I can do without it. Luckily for us, we'll never be. Well, we kind of were. I mean, I did cast FIFA WCG one year, so I kind of was a soccer commentator. I think that pretty much qualifies me to say I was a soccer broadcaster.
Pretty sure it did.
It's just like real soccer. You know?
There's no difference, actually.
That's right. I didn't notice it.
Nice. You even got your chance to cast the big teams, right? Like Barcelona.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. I don't know. Someone was bend it like Messi. I think that's what they say, right? Did I get that right? I think I got that right. Yep. Kick it like Beckham. Nothing more rude than destroying Rek'Sai's tunnel right in front of her.
Yeah, she just built that. Damn,
Yeah.
that was a lot of work.
Man, well, not really. It looked easy, honestly. Graves don't care. Well, not a lot.
He doesn't have a cigar anymore. He's actually going through withdrawal.
Yeah, that's why he's so angry.
Makes him really angry.
Yeah, can't blame him. I've seen that before. Oh, wow, a lot of brawling going on early on as Ambition, you know, tries to get into the enemy jungle, but MVP is being a lot more defensive about it this time.
Yeah.
Trying to keep Ambition out.
Well, did have the faster jungle pass, so he's just attempting to harass right there at the blue buff, but nothing's going to come of it in the end, as you see the mid laners starting to fade over and protect that blue buff.
Yeah.
Crown actually going to take blue buff number 1.
Yeah. So honestly, this has kind of been a good old-fashioned game of League of Legends. Everybody in their right lane.
Old-fashioned League of Legends.
That's right.
Just like the old days.
The good old days. Everyone's in the right lane. And that's about it. Fighting to push towards the turrets. Look out. Alright. Good thing you caught that right in time.
Yeah, and they are just going to delay that recall. ADD still a bit low on mana. Cube coming back with a CP with full Corrupting Potion stacks, so doing what he can to buy himself some time and ability to get that wave moved and place a safety ward.
No. Poor minion. It's got to be so disorienting. Guys, what's happening to me?
Why is there magic swirling around me?
Why can't I move?
Why am I invincible?
Why is Echo standing on top of me now?
Must be extra scary when they're getting shot by a turret and they think they're going to die, but they just don't.
Like, I dodged this, but I can't.
Get a few precious extra seconds of life before being killed anyway.
That just increases their terror. Horrible. DD certainly has this lane pushed up quite a bit.
So Doyle, you're the lore expert right here.
Yeah, that's right.
What is the explanation behind minions in Summoner's Rift after they retconned the summoners?
We haven't worked that part out yet.
Okay.
Still thinking about that one.
What is the reason behind them fighting on Summoner's Rift after they retconned it? Same reason?
Long-standing cultural hatred.
Okay, great.
Pretty sure. It works. I don't know. I mean, who knows? They're little magic dudes filled with gold. Who's making them? Who's controlling them?
Why are they here?
It used to be like amateur summoners, but now it's I don't know who. I don't know who's making it. Hard to say. They just kind of show up. Maybe they're naturally occurring.
Naturally occurring gold pinatas?
Yeah, that's right.
How come none can naturally occur around me in my normal life, Della?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you're just not magical enough to work on that.
The naturally occurring gold pinatas?
Yeah.
I could really use a few of those, let me tell you.
Wow, quite the duel in the mid lane.
Yeah, nice play from Crown there, dodging out and still getting some of the damage down with the poke in return.
Putting the Sand Soldier right on where he knew Ian would be coming back to.
Yeah, good early farm from Beyond, though. Ambition has been, of course, a bit slower on that jungle clear. They are going to try and take away the blue buff now. Cube walking down to give some assistance, and Azir already there.
ADD gets a stun into Ambition with that parallel convergence, but he can't fight 1v2, so Ambition just takes that blue buff away.
Yeah, it was 1v3. Azir was right there also.
Yeah, pretty much.
faster on the roam than Ian was, considering that he was forced to stand next to his turret after that trade and the push into his tier 1.
Other than that, things pretty evened up. Slight gold lead for Ruler down in the bottom lane, but that's really not much to speak of.
Yeah, probably will just be building the BF sword straight into the Hurricane. Same thing with Maha, as we already see the dagger in his inventory. Ruler just going for those boots of swiftness. Not really any reason to go for anything else in this game. And
true. So is it finally time to take the Cloud Drake? Nope, nope, it's not.
It's not worth fighting over the Cloud Drake, Noah. You're
Nope.
really just focused on whatever Drake is coming next.
Yeah. Headbutt Pulverize onto Ruler. There's the ace in the hole. And Ruler takes quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, they did see Wraith in the mid lane on the roam, so nice little engagement there.
Yeah.
Using having the Thunderlord. So actually I didn't see that in the I forgot to check the Keystone Masteries this game, but
Oops.
having a Thunderlords on that Alistair, so you can get that combo off and get the Thunderlords proc.
Whoa, meanwhile, action up in the top lane. ADD getting very low. Has that ult, though.
Out of Corruption Potion charges. Does have enough mana for his ultimate, it would appear. Yeah, he does. He's got more than enough.
He's going to go back anyway, though. Kind of has to. That's going to let Kube get some damage done onto this turret. And meanwhile, MVP makes an excursion into the enemy jungle. They're going to try to steal Samsung buff away now. No, turning on to Ambition. Beyond takes the Rift Scuttler. Now they're going to try to get a kill onto this Rek'Sai. Not enough damage, though, and certainly not enough CC with Max's cooldowns down.
Yeah, also just a huge minion wave in mid, so not really a way for Ian to escape and assist in that situation
Sure.
particularly easily. Now, Crown has to be super careful about how he deals with this.
Oh, Beyond going in. A little bit of damage on the Crown. Ian is there.
Oh!
Oh, Ash Arrow onto Beyond. Nice shot from Ruler down the bot lane. Beyond in a lot of trouble, and there's First Blood
Dumped.
going to Ambition.
The setup from
Just like that.
was beautiful from
Yeah.
Samsung. You could see Crown was waiting, reluctant to walk in there because he didn't have a pink ward between him and his blue buff, and there was a ward there from MVP. Instead, the response was to wait until they saw Beyond emerge from that brush. Ruler immediately sends the Crystalline Arrow into that choke point, and they follow up with an Unburrow directly into an Emperor's Divide, and Beyond just gets smashed.
Yeah.
So great read from Samsung. Very patient play and an awesome setup.
Yeah. Very well done, Ambition. Actually in the enemy jungle, but Kube's there to help him out. ADD trying to chase him down, but can't catch him. And now, push begins from Maha.
The great trap max siege.
That's right.
They're not trying to trap max.
No.
They're maxing traps.
That's right. Maximum traps, not a trap max.
That'll happen in a different game, though.
Probably.
Maybe it'll happen in this game if Samsung is particularly clever about their vision and teleport usage.
Maybe.
They just made a Beyond trap, so why not a max trap?
Yeah. Beyond. Why did he name himself after the new Star Trek movie? Ooh, Max taking a lot of damage. Wraith going in for the Braum ultimate. Max pops his Alistar ult, stays a bit tanky. There's a flash on the exhausted Maha. Wraith gets pushed back in. Flashes away, has the Ignite burning down on him. Ruler, though, gets the kill, and he may go for the double. He gets it. This Ruler guy is, well, he rules.
Well,
I'm
Wraith,
just
too,
saying.
the synergy that they had and the switching of targets was excellently done.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the TP was canceled in the top side. I didn't get a chance to see whether it was Cube canceling it or whether ADD just decided not to come in. But Wraith with the flash on the escape right there, really nicely done in that 2v2. So let's take a look at this. They get the stun down onto Max, and he's going to use his ultimate maybe just a little bit late. As soon as he does, they immediately turn onto Maha. Wraith gets punted forward, but guess what? His flashes out, has the heal from Ruler, and it was a cancel on that TP. Maokai found the Echo in the tri-brush in the top lane, so Cube really saving that play for his team. It was a good TP attempt by ADD, but He was found out by the Maokai in the top side, and that prevented him from joining the fracas.
What a guy.
What a guy, Cube.
Yep. He even likes soccer.
Is he European?
Apparently. It's Maokai.
Maokai the European.
He likes soccer. There's a lot of people that like soccer in North America as well, though. Oh, wow. Crown taking a lot of damage as he exhausts onto Ian. Crown gets ignited. But other than being a bit of a crispy chicken, he will escape. He's going to be a crispy chicken after patch 6.11 comes out, though. Man.
He does get roasted.
He does. Fried, even.
More of a pigeon, though, really. Has his pigeon dance.
It's true. Not a lot of meat on pigeon, though, you know.
But they are delicious.
Are they really? I've never.
Yeah,
you've had pigeon?
Many times. They're game birds in English cuisine, and
I know
also when they're great.
Cool.
I had some pigeon when I was in Egypt. I had some pigeon stuffed with cinnamon rice. It was incredible.
That does sound good, actually. You know, there's a couple that like land on my balcony every day.
I don't think you want to eat those pigeons, Stella.
They look plump. I don't know.
Yep. Plump with parasites.
That's probably true. Beyond takes a couple turret hits as they think about going for the dive. Well, now they're going to. Here comes Max. Kube trying to stay alive, tries to flash out. Turret's still pretty healthy. Kube's still decently healthy. Turret shot onto ADD. Nice juggling. Oh, but never mind. There's the flash as Crown comes in, but they can't pick up a kill. Good block on the ace in the hole. Emperor's Divide pushes Ian back again as Wraith and Samsung don't want to engage this.
All right, they got that kill, but they still haven't gotten the turret. Meanwhile, Ruler is pushing down in this bottom lane alongside Ambition, so they may trade a tier 1 for a tier 2 and a kill.
Guess so.
Good disengage there with the Glacial Fissure and the Emperor's Divide, but they can't get much more than that, so MVP commits a lot of members into that top lane. Meanwhile, Azir is free to just walk back into mid and get some damage out on the mid. Nice delay from Wraith, walking back up, making sure Maha and Beyond can't return to the base.
Just being annoying, and that's going to let Crown maybe push up this mid lane a little bit more. He's going to go and recall, I suppose, but he's at least putting some pressure on.
Yeah, MVP just tries to make a play, ends up with a slightly worse part of that deal. Not terribly worse, but a little bit longer of a lane for them to work with in the bottom side of the map now.
Take that, Ward. Ha!
Yeah, 2K gold lead for Samsung right now, helping out with those kills and the extra turret.
All right, walks right into Kube. They'd like to take that blue buff. They can't do it.
Ashe getting pretty terrifying. Wraith.
Whoa, speaking of terrifying, that's a lot of damage onto that Braum.
Yeah, just picking up that Abyssal Scepter. So MVP playing around the Caitlyn right now, has the Hurricane, so we'll be able to push quickly. They want to maintain their advantage on these outer turrets. As long as MVP can trade evenly right now, they're going to be pretty happy.
Okay, Ambition coming over, going for it. Nice net from Maha. Slows him down right away. And so the engage from Samsung doesn't quite pan out. Ian goes on to Crown for a bit of damage from that LeBlanc. The trading continues.
Yeah, remember that MVP is going to have a tremendous amount of late game damage with the Caitlyn and the Graves.
Yeah, for sure.
So trading evenly right now when Samsung is setting up for these picks does well. ADD in trouble.
Ashe Arrow comes in onto ADD. Ruler baiting him in a bit there. Goes for the oh, he tried to ult and then kill Ruler, but he didn't have enough damage.
Yeah, nice attempt though, and it does stall out the turret tank. Meanwhile, MVP on this side of the map is going to get that turret just a little bit faster, so that was perhaps not the worst thing in the world for MVP. Wraith left alone in the mid lane to defend against Ian.
Yeah, Crown showing up
Beyond.
now. Oh, collateral
so
damage misses
close.
at the ignite.
Nope.
Leaves him at 60 health in the end.
Yeah, super close to a kill there.
Yeah.
MVP turning on the heat. They are going to put this Caitlyn in the mid lane now and try and take 2 turrets in exchange for just the one in the top side.
I would be very afraid if I was Ruler.
Yeah, Ruler has to walk away. Well, he knows nobody's going to be coming up there faster than he can take that turret, but has to walk out and find a safer place to recall. His Ambition going to be coming in here to the mid lane to help clear out that wave.
Recalls going on around the map. And Samsung has been able to extend this out to about a 3,000 gold lead now. Slowly but surely, every time MVP takes something, Samsung takes a little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit though, which is important because MVP is still going to have a lot of opportunities to win this game.
Arrow coming through. It's dodged though. Bye.
Hard to hit a LeBlanc with an arrow.
Yeah, a little bit.
You'd have to be a LeBlanc with flash up.
Hey, it's a short cooldown. You can be a bit cavalier with it.
It was a zoning arrow.
That's right. You just want to push him slightly to the right. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, issue is though now they don't have that arrow to make any picks or to dive the turret, which is far more useful.
They'll have it again really soon though. I mean, by the time they group up, they probably will ace the hole on the ground. Ooh, nice block from Wraith.
Yeah, really
Got
good.
there just in time.
Really good play by Ian though. He managed to get a huge chunk out of both Crown and Ruler.
True.
With that distortion.
Minute until the next dragon. And we'll have to see what kind that is. Not quite sure yet. Here comes Ambition. Yeah, just going to try to set it up around the dragon. They might give up this red buff. They'll probably have to. Yep. Seeking some prey. Well, you just missed him. He was in the last series.
Prey Seeker. You have to look for a different game.
Yep. It's not the team you're looking for. By Rift Scuttler, or Rift Herald rather.
Nobody takes you anymore.
Yep.
Nobody even bothers.
We hardly knew ye. All right, what's this dragon?
Talk about a map objective that hasn't mattered since they introduced it.
Not too much. Not a whole lot. Good old Rift Herald. His last name is Herald. His first name is Rift. Which seems backwards, but
maybe he's Korean, so is.
That's true. Family name first.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You can see it. Oh, that mid lane turret's getting pretty low. Herald Rift.
But we can tell he's not Korean because he's useless at League of Legends.
There is evidence to suggest that. And Samsung, if they can get the Ocean Drake, that's, again, some pretty nice sustain. Looks like they want to pressure this mid lane turret, though. Oh, big engage. Ambition going in for the flash knockup. Maha very, very low. 2 kills coming in. Goodbye bot lane for MVP. ADD ults back out again, trying to get the kill onto Ruler. Looks like he might be able to do it. Oh, the trade. Ruler managing to trade with Ian in the end there. ADD had to back off.
And that has
he's not there, never mind.
Really been one of the strong points for Samsung this season is their commitment to engages, their chaining of CC, and their ability to pick up kills like that. Just instantly pulling the trigger. Ambition sees Maha in front of the turret, goes for the flash on Burrow, and everybody is there to back him up. Like Maha walks up to the wave, wants to get the Hurricane proc across the whole wave, and then ends up just getting styled on by Cuvee and Ambition in that back line. And we do see the LeBlanc coming from the side to try and save the situation, but the exhaust keeps Ruler alive.
Fight going on.
Yeah, for quite some time.
All right, well, the Dragon did go over to MVP, and now Samsung trying to punish them beyond very, very low. Ace in the hole does sneak through and hit Crown. So in the end, it's a kill on each side, but the Dragon does go over to MVP.
Yeah, Samsung pushed the mid wave and took out that mid turret, and instead MVP tried to respond with an objective of their own. Do get a trade 1-for-1. Maybe they can get the mid turret here. So MVP doesn't get scared when they lose a fight like that. What's been impressive about them for a new team is that they're constantly searching for the next objective. They don't just wilt in the face of that pressure. They say, okay, what can we do next? What advantage do we have right now? And they come back and take an Ocean Drake.
Right, well,
they steal it.
Fight. Ah, yes. Beyond comes in. A little bit of revenge for the Baron steal in the last game. Good Emperor's Divide. You can max out of there.
Yeah, Beyond does pay for it with his life, but certainly worthwhile.
Yep.
Then the Ace of the Hole randomly appears at the end of the fight.
Oh, Ash Arrow comes through. They connect with
Maha.
Maha.
No!
Here comes Ambition, gets in place for the knockup. What? Oh, he just took his hands off the keyboard. What happened there?
No. He was trying to wait for the end of the stun to perfectly chain the CC so that Ash would have an opportunity to come up there.
No, I mean, Maha, you know, the stun was over and he just stood there for a second.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure. ADD goes in for the sick 1v5. Trying to make a play. He is pretty powerful on that Echo at the moment. So a lot of damage done to the MVP players, but no kills.
Crown, meantime, getting some alone time as Azir with the turret. Not generally something you want. Nearly taking it down all the way.
Yeah, they should be able to finish it off. And they will. ADD continue to try to harass the backlines. Goes in on the Crown. Causes that Emperor's Divide to come out. Samsung all locked up in this little choke. And how can MVP take advantage of this? Maha with a lot of damage going through with that Peacemaker. The ace in the hole actually didn't end up going off as Samsung tries to disengage. There's another one blocked by Kube. Here comes the engage though. And Beyond manages to pick one up. Samsung on the run. Everybody's so low, but Samsung turning it around. A kill for Ash, a kill for Crown. And now Beyond the one caught out. That's a double kill now for Ruler. Finally a triple kill onto Maha. That was a close fight, but Samsung, look at those health bars.
Yeah, Samsung was definitely low, but the last thing you want to do if your MVP is to try and get in on this composition, which has an Ashe and an Azir into it, which can kite you so well. Max comes in, good flash from Crown to dodge that damage, but they have a Maokai in the choke point. You're just not going to get through those volleys or those Sand Soldiers, so they're able to turn it around in spite of the low health bars with again, some intelligent use of choke points and crowd control. And this is the Samsung that has looked the best this season, is when they have a lot of CC, when they can group as 5 and make these decisive engages or these decisive crowd control plays, that's when they have really been shining. When they've been playing the Fiora, the couple games we've seen the Fiora, it just hasn't looked very good.
Yeah, definitely true. So perhaps a Baron setup soon for Samsung. They're getting the vision down right now. And MVP kind of, they're getting pretty far behind at this point. It's harder to think about them catching up. They could still win a big team fight.
Wow, there's a real danger of a fast Baron now.
Yeah.
Can't just try and bait it.
Yep, that's right. They don't need to start it. They do start it though. They can turn off of it if they need to. For now, though, it looks like MVP just going to let them have it.
Echo has TP, but nobody's even checking right now.
No. Now they're finally moving up, but it's a little bit too late to do anything about it. Baron getting very, very low. Beyond can't steal it. Now the engage. Max already very, very low. Maha and Ian on the left side of the fight, sitting in that choke, trying to find a good angle. Good ult from Graves comes through. Decent damage onto Samsung, but they've just got MVP right where they want them. A kill for Crown, a kill for Ruler. Finally, Ian gets one. Takes that Baron buff off of Ruler, which is pretty useful. Maha, though, in a lot of trouble. There's a Prey Seeker. He sought it and he found it. Beyond was on the run. Good stun from that Braum passive. Gonna try to go in for the kill on the Crown, but a little bit too late. So Samsung will escape with the Baron buff on 4 members.
And a great turnaround.
Yeah, 4 kills.
4 for 1.
Yep.
MVP didn't have the vision necessary onto that Baron, and indeed, they don't even have a blue trinket yet, which is problematic.
Yeah, I'd say you probably want one by 27 minutes into the game.
Instead, they find themselves without any real way to get vision. ADD does get a teleport off in the middle, but you'll notice Samsung did a good job of collapsing onto one flank and eliminating the support player instantaneously. It's like the Ignite pickup from LeBlanc did finish Ruler off, and Maha on a desperate run here, but Ambition knows how to seek his prey.
Yes, he does. He does indeed. Next Dragon up in about 8 seconds. Samsung, though, content to push down the mid lane for the moment anyway. And Ambition, as everyone was going back, went and pushed up bot lane. So everything's going kind of in their favor at the moment. Top lane may push back eventually, but it's not really going to matter for the present anyway. Kube locked up by that trap for the moment. Parallel Convergence gets a couple stuns, but there's just no follow-up from MVP. And Samsung really looking like they're in position to run away with this one now.
This pretty much nothing is going to stop them. ADD in trouble on the side.
Oh yeah, well he's dead now. Ambition going in for the knock-up on the Beyond as Ian comes in from the top left. Samsung still needs to be a bit careful. Some squishy members on their team. Mountain Drake is the Drake that's up, and Samsung may actually want to go back and take that. We'll see if they need it though. Ambition going to bot lane. As they try to push down this inhibitor turret. It'd be really nice if they could at least get one. Ian darting in for some damage. Cuvée follows with the twisted advance. Has to end up flashing back out again. That was a bit risky. Yeah, I think you just back off and take the Mountain Drake here. Or not. Recall from Cuvée. He's got the teleport. He can rejoin the fight.
Looks like they are angling to do just that.
What do you think? Do you think they're...
He's going to TP on the minion.
I think they're sticking around a little bit too far, though? I guess not. Max stop from coming in. No, there's the flash. Pulverize gets 3 of them. Ian tries to follow. Gets knocked up immediately. Gets killed. The Emperor's Divide after the Arcane Smash. Does it. And Samsung with 2 more kills might be able to end it right here as ADD jumps in. Desperate for a kill. He gets one. One in return, though, comes in. And there goes ADD. That's nearly the ace. A double kill for Crown. And Maha, the only player standing between Samsung and a win in this game. Can they finish it, though?
Well, they're going to try. They do have the Azir to push down these turrets and to still have the Baron buff ticking.
Yeah, I think they can do it. One Nexus turret already down. Maha trying to prevent this one from ending, but there's only so much you can do on lone Caitlyn. Max is back. Knock up on the Cuvée, though, isn't going to do a whole lot, and there goes the Nexus. So Samsung, a close game 1, but in game 2, a decent start for MVP, but after about 15 minutes, it was all Samsung. They're going to take the match 2-0. GG.
Yeah, MVP ran out of gas right there. Samsung switched it up to these single target crowd control chain CC compositions that have really been stellar so far this season from them. And they executed quite well one more time, pick up a quick win instead of going to 50 minutes and relying on the miracle steal of the Baron. MVP.
I think they'd prefer to win it this way. Poor MVP.
Poor MVP. It's okay. They're going to fix some of these problems. They're not that severe. Samsung, though, showing that they're still #1 in this league. They have yet to lose a single game.
Yeah,